The views and opinions of this podcast are solely our own, with no direct intention to offend or upset.
Brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
Good day, one and all, movie fans from across the globe, guests across the globe today listen to us. Welcome back to episode 20, series 4 of movie review, Scottish movie review show, What's the Script? As always, with me joining in the madness is my good friend Chris. How are we, mate?
Yes, I am hunky-dory. I'm trying to create new sayings for saying how well I am. So I'm going to say something like, I'm cheese and waffle. I'm cheese and waffle.
By the way, can I translate that? If you're American, it'd be chicken and waffles, man. With a big, like, get your syrup on there, man, and your 5 cheese mac and cheese, man, on a biscuit. Which in Scotland is a scone, I think, isn't it? A biscuit.
I don't know. I've had this conversation with American folk. What a biscuit is? Is it like a dinner roll? Is it like a scone? Apparently, it's just a thing. I don't know.
It looks like a scone to me. I've seen them getting made on that on TikTok, and then I watch a lot of these eating shows a day. But there's a guy on YouTube, it's Beard versus Food or something like that, and he goes to America and all that, and it shows you the biscuits and all that. They look like scones.
Yeah.
I would love to know.
It's funny you should say that. I mean, I've been watching videos where people have been painting their house with scones. So you're watching the ones that are eating them. I'm watching the ones that are painting with it's everything out there on the internet.
Painting their house with scones?
Oh, aye, mate. Just dab it in the brush and away they go.
And then see your skirting boards. You want a right good crumpet for that, Get your crumpet into the emulsion. And then for your finished gloss, change your crumpet ever so slightly to a pancake. So let's get the smoothness, you see. That's good for the gloss. The Arctic roll ceilings are a fucking bastard, but tell you.
Bye.
They'll take it. That's fair, man. Welcome back to another riveting episode of Bakery DIY. Today, Victoria Sponge. Can it clean your car's bumper?
Oh, dear.
So, warm welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in once again. Many thanks for all your likes, shares, and comments from last week's episode. For Juvenile Footwear, which was Vacation, National Lampoon's. But it's already been forgot about, I'll tell you, that's how good it was. Thanks to Quaint again for providing our title tracks, and check out their new single, which is live and hot and burny to the touch on the Spotify and all other audible platforms. As always, you can find us in that fucking boring way of turning on a computer or swiping your phone or listening to podcast platforms. But if you've got a sense of adventure about you, if you are the Indiana Jones of Castlemilk or the Lara Croft of Leamington Spa, you want a wee bit of adventure in your life, you might want to look elsewhere. Chris, where else, with 5-6 episodes to go, where else can people, find us?
I have it on good authority that this actually comes all the way from America, by the way. So,
right, must be true.
So, do you know when Oppenheimer was testing the nuclear bomb? And just at that point when they set it off and that bright light appears, and there's that silence right before the boom. That's where you find what's the script. See that shockwave comes right at you, like an episode of What's the Script.
So we are in the midst of being faster than the speed of sound.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, one word for that is wow. Wow.
Aye. Wow. Kaboom is what I hear for the stateside. Kaboom.
Excellent, mate. We'll leave it there as we're running out of places to find us every week. And obviously, folks, we will not continue this next series, hopefully. Yeah, we'll find something else in episode 1 and fucking run with it as well. As always, we are here to review a blockbuster movie, but before we do that, we like to engage with one another, find out what we've been watching this past week. Anything you want to tell us about, Christopher?
Oh,
As you look up
aye.
into the middle distance because you've not wrote it down.
Aye. Sorry then, I was looking into the dark matter out in space there. That's also where you'll find What's the Script.
Good lad. Yeah, it was coming.
But aye. I watched I got to see what is it? The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which was a smashing watch. If I don't mind saying so, I thoroughly
So
enjoyed
good.
it. The patter was good, the action was good, and it's Guy Ritchie. It's Guy Ritchie goodness.
That's great. Absolutely great, mate. I watched that again, like you, and it's just the blighty patter. You know what I mean? In the midst of the most harrowing of situations. I say, chap, nice shot. Wow, there. Brilliant. I thought Cavill was. They were all smashing, right? They were. But
Aye.
even not really pleased me all the way through the film. The silencers on the machine guns.
Aye.
Clink, 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 clink. Brilliant. Just walking about, man. Excellent.
Aye. It was, aye. It was it came broadside, shall we say. Because I was like, oh, how's this going to be, sort of thing. And I ticked all the boxes for me. Had that Guy Ritchie charm, as they say, you know. It was
Listen,
there.
everyone,
But
9 out of 10, he makes an absolute banger of a movie. And I was looking back at some of them, right? I don't ever think he's had a financial success. He seems to be one of the directors where studios just give him the money because they know they sacrifice a profit for a good movie. And he's just always made good movies, man.
Yep.
A rarity.
Aye. Well, I can't remember what film it was. It was going to do a sequel to. I don't know if it was like one of these London-based gangster ones. Know what I mean? Like Lock, Stock, or Snatch, or something like that. But there was no Rock and Roller. That's what it was.
Rock and Roller, mate. Aye.
They were going to do a sequel to that, but he says that I'm getting big studio money offers to make films. So as long as that's happening, I'll be making them, sort of thing.
Exactly.
Which is right.
Have we done Rock and Roller and we touched on it as well?
Yeah.
There was that, but you just said, plus the fact that Gerard Butler, Idris Elba, Tandy Newton, all that just went like that. Fucking, I've got stuff on, man. Try to sink all the other 3 calendars for a start. And if you're going to ever do anything with that, want them all back. You want Mark Strong in there and all, you know what I mean? And he's a popular dude as well.
Yep.
What else, mate, you've been watching?
I actually went and done one of the see it first kind of screenings that Cineworld gives us, and I went and seen Sting, and it's okay. It's for anybody that doesn't know, it's about a big spider doing people in an apartment block. So if you're going in expecting something like, oh, it really left you thinking, you're not getting that. So You watch it for what it is, but it was okay. It was like Abigail didn't take itself too seriously.
Aye.
Know what I mean? So it kind of worked. Know what I mean?
Tongue in cheek kind of horror.
Aye. So as much as you can get away with a big spider, know what I mean? So, but
Aye.
if you're into stuff like that, I suggest you watch it and make up your mind up for yourself. I
Better
didn't
than
mind it.
better than fucking, was it better than agoraphobia?
Kinda. Aye.
No.
If people like arachnophobia, I reckon they'll like
Aye,
this. I've still,
arachnophobia. Agoraphobia.
aye.
My film's about being feared to get the house.
Can't scared outside.
It's a shite film. It's just about a guy for 2 hours just stuck in,
Aye.
peering at the window.
Just pictures of Parks getting through his under his door and all that.
Aye. Pizza delivery. Leave the money on the porch.
But aye. But aye. So it wasn't like eight-legged freaks, like daft comedy, you know what I mean? It was trying to be atmospheric, but it wasn't taking itself too seriously. So aye. If you like the kind of films, I reckon you'll like it.
I'll maybe try and get to go and see that then, because it looked a wee bit scary, not that in the trailer. Looked dark and interesting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just hope it doesn't need to be a lassie. Don't tell me, don't spoil it. Doesn't go for the wee lassie.
Yeah.
Want her to be king of the spider people, queen of the spider people.
But what about yourself, mate? How have you been getting into?
Oh, plethora. Absolute plethora of shite I watched this week.
Like a plethora.
Absolute plethora. Series, movies, and the like. Even documentaries. As you know, I finished My Name is Earl. And I'm absolutely disgusted with how that's been left hanging. I had no idea, man. It's worse than The Sopranos. It's worse than the end of Loudermilk. And all these other things that have been left in lurch. That is just shite that's happened to the My Name is Earl. And I'm not going to even discuss it. If you've not seen it, watch it and be as fucking pissed off as me in the last episode, right?
Aye. I have.
Yep.
I told you, mate, it's one thing. See how people say it there? If there's one thing you would want to be finished, like resolved correctly, it is My Name is Earl for me.
Aye. I don't understand it, but I'm not going to dwell on it because I was quite happy up until I started talking about it there. I turned up, as you and the Seismic boys know, in the group chat. Hello this week to Seismic Cinema, Diabolical, Wreckfast. How are you doing, guys? I turned up a week early for my screening of Furiosa. Obviously, I just done it on. I fucking laugh you. It was the first Sunday that came up in the app, and I thought, yes, got to see that, man. Didn't realise it was a Sunday later. So I turned up at the cinema, seen my ticket, and I'm like, how's that no flashed up? Because usually it flashes up saying you've got the cinema to go in. Oh, for fuck's sake, Craig. Just finished a 12-hour shift. You know what I mean? Washed my oldsters and my balls in a sink at work, put my clothes on.
Who's Bath, is it?
Who's Bath, mate? Aye. Drove to Cineworld with my sweeties. For fuck's sake, Craig. Time I got there, everything else was like an hour and 20 minutes wait and all that. So the closest one to it was Back to Black, which is the Amy Winehouse docu-pic. And I really liked it. The lassie was amazing as Amy. Found out later she'd done a lot of her own singing as well, which was tremendous, by the way. And the guy that played Mad Blake, Jamie O'Connell, fucking smashing. Absolutely smashing. But you're either going to like it, you're not going to like it. I thought it was great. I thought it was absolutely great. I'll be very quick with other things. I watched Audi versus Lancia on Netflix. Shite. I watched The Big Short for the first time. Didn't like it. Made me feel stupid. Funny people made me feel stupid about banking. Just didn't like it. Couldn't get into it. I burst Fallout. Amazing, by the way. I watched that Ashley Madison documentary. Seen that?
Oh,
It's a bit of dating website that promotes cheating on your partner in America, and it's a true story, obviously. And it get hacked basically, and every cunt's information get put out there and all that. So that was a good watch. Somebody Feed Phil, which I'd like to get back to, which is a cooking show about the guy that goes all over the world eating stuff, obviously, because it's a cooking show. He's the guy that wrote something about Raymond. He's a funny, big, skinny Jew, man. He's fucking quite good. And then last night, finally, the Day the Earth Stood Still remake, Keanu Reeves, 2008. Thought it was great. Really enjoyed it. They fucking about. Loyal to the original. Started. CGI was on point, and it ended like an old movie just ended. Fade to black. You know what I mean? Don't need any more than that. That's it.
aye.
But after the back of that was recommended The Happening. Seen that?
I have, mate.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Aye. Is it the one with Mark Wahlberg?
Yes. And it's the epidemic blown through the world, and people just start talking themselves, which I thought was good and all that, and it was pensive and interesting without the payoff at the end, really.
Aye.
And there was a bit of awkward humour put in there at the wrong times, which just I didn't get.
Is that a bit him and her are running about the house? Aye. I think that's when I switched it off.
They get to the house, man, but they're running about the country before that
Aye.
because they're in a train. The train just stops but they learn that it's the trees and the plants that are fucking causing it and all that.
Aye.
It was good. It was interesting. I do like M Night, but the payoff wasn't tremendous.
It's not so happy.
A wee six. It's worth a watch. I would definitely. Anyway, mate, all that aside, I'm going to shorten that what I watched last week bit done next week because I just sometimes watch a bit too much. This week's film, Con Air, starring Nicolas Cage, and not directed by fucking Michael Bay.
Aye, big Simon Wester. That's
Unbelievable, Jeff.
I know. It's got all the hallmarks of a Michael Bay film in it, but
Telling you.
alas, but
It's like Michael,
it actually has.
Michael Bay and John Woo get drunk and had sex, and a wee film baby came out. There's a thing.
Aye. No, it was actually this guy's hang me with it. His directorial debut.
Aye.
Although I read he's got a super duper credit. He actually directed Rick Astley's "Never Gonna Give You Up" music video.
Which begs the question, why wasn't he picked up sooner? Because that is a fucking masterpiece. Masterpiece of 80s music video history.
Right. It's no stranger to love.
Oh. Oh. I forgot the words there now. You got your moves, is it? And so do I. Is it? Got your moves? I can't remember. I like a bit of Rick Astley. By the way, he's became very quickly, he's kind of came to the fore in the last couple of years. And he's a tremendous musician, by the way. He can play a whole host of things. He's started releasing his own music because he wasn't allowed to in the 80s. Stock Aitken and Waterman just says, no, sing what we're telling you to fucking sing. That was a shame for the guy. He says, I've went through the last 30, 40 years playing a part and being ridiculed and all that, and I'm a better musician than half the people that have been slagging me.
Aye. That's it.
You're good people,
Say
son.
it with
I
your
like you.
chest, Rick. Say it with your chest.
Nah, no be your quiff.
Aye.
So,
But there you go. There's a wee dip into Simon West there.
aye, it's a bit of that's an early trivia fucking revelation this week. Simon West. Simon West? Who am I thinking? Oh, Fred West, I'm thinking.
Oh, it's a very different film he fucking directed.
Aye, something you can get your teeth into, that's for sure.
Aye. Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh dear. So apologies, folks, before we get any further. I'm trying to mute as a cough. I've got a bit of cough. Hence the cherry aid cough bottle here. So I'm trying to mute and all that, but if I do cough as the episode goes on, because I get excited. So when you get excited and you laugh and all that, because a wee tickle. Wee tickle in the
Aye.
witness
You
there.
get to that tickly bit.
See, I mean,
Brilliant,
case
man.
in point. So listen, I picked Con Air this week. Thought it was a great film. I remember it well. Every time I've seen it, like it's kind of better and better, man. And last night was no exception. Started really looking at it to poke holes if there was anything, especially in the CGI and the action and the practical effects and all that. And I couldn't find it, mate. That
Nah,
I
mate,
could
it's
really, really hardcore. You know what I mean? I thought it was tremendous.
aye. It's a go-to action film for me. I mean, it was the darling of Channel 5 for a long time. It was the darling.
Another
You know
one.
what I mean? Aye. Oh, it was, mate. It's just that I remember see that scene where they've kind of rumbled that there's a traitor on board, and it zooms in
Aye.
on Nicolas Cage and he's looking up. It was always that with Sweet Alabama playing for the advert, and you're going, "Fucking 9 o'clock, yes!" But aye, as man, it's
Mom,
again.
Mom, let's stay up more.
Aye, it was a Sunday night brief, fucking the usual. You know what I mean? I wait your bed at midnight, and there the next morning at school doing mathematics. Christopher Ness, why are your eyes like cat's paws?
Because he just couldn't stay away from the bunny.
Break out the fine china. Dad is coming home.
Oh, or there is some absolute bangers in this. I mean,
Oh,
Nicolas Cage is played. I'll do a quick synopsis for any fucking idiots that haven't seen this, right? And if you're taking offence to that, I'm glad. You're a fucking idiot. No watching this.
aye,
Get it watched.
aye.
Cameron Poe, an ex-army ranger with a checkered past, is wrongly convicted prisoner who is going to be released, only for his plane to be hijacked by another set of high-profile prisoners. While they seize control of the plane, Poe attempts to gain control to the plane and return home to see his wife and daughter, little Cassie.
Get home to my hummingbird.
Oh dear. So there you go. It's a simple plot, but there's so many moving parts in it. It's who's in it, mate? Tell us who's in it. Fuck's sake.
There's one name I might butcher here, right? But for good fucking reason, right? So we have obviously Nicolas Cage, the immortal.
Yeah.
We've got John Cusack. We've got John Malcovich. We've got Colm Meany. This is the one I might butcher here. Is it Mikete Williamson? For
Aye.
people that didn't sound that bad there, but his first name is Mykelti. Try it at home. Know what I mean?
Aye. I've never heard it pronounced, mate, but you're right. Aye.
Aye. We get Nick Chinland, Ving Rhamez. Always got a lot of time for Big Ving. Dave Chappelle, Rachel Tickcotton, Steve Buscemi, Danny Trejo, MC Gainey, and Monica Potter. That's the ones I took down, but there's so many folk there.
Oh, aye. Even the bit part players, like I made a notice. See the pilot in the plane? He's
Aye.
the DE agent in Lost. You know what I mean? The heat guard with the moustache, the white moustache and all that. His pattern's great. He's been in about a million things as the same kind of character. The guy at the garage, he's old Paul Edgecombe at a fucking
Aye.
Green Mile, isn't he?
You know.
It's okay for you, son. You don't got to take a piss.
Aye. It's just, like I say, they're kind of the main players. And you know what I mean? But when saying that, Monica Potter, she plays obviously Trisha Poe. She's there at the beginning, pops up, and then she's there at the end, sort of thing. So, but still plays her part as well. You know what I mean?
She was a kind of face in the 90s, man.
Aye.
And kind of a lot of similar roles, to be honest with you. She wasn't ever a leading lady, I don't think. But very, very lovely, very pretty in the eyes. Maybe she'd have done a wee bit better film-wise than she actually did. But
Yeah.
I think there was a closeness between her and my brain, man. I should have wrote it down. Who sang the song? Who sung the song? Leanne Rhymes.
Aye.
She looked a bit like Leanne Rhymes, and all that. But we'll get to that later on. What was the monetary figures for such film in 1997?
So many zeros. But apparently the initial budget was $75 million. And around the world...
Excuse me. Is that US dollars? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. US, American dollars.
Dollars.
Dollars. And according to the interwebs, it brought in 224 million worldwide. So it brought in a shiny penny, and it seems the masses liked it. So, but again, somebody somewhere probably went, "Oh, that's a terrible return. It should have brought in 100 million more." But great jobby, know what I mean? Same thing.
That was a win for me, especially that guy's made his directorial debut. I think in today's market, if a film came out with this kind of cast in it, there'd be a lot more feet walking to the fucking cinema, let me tell you.
Yeah.
And maybe the director, being a novice, was a bit of put for people going, but as we say, we couldn't give him any more kudos than thinking like into a Michael Bay or a James Wu film rolled into one. Absolutely tremendous. 1997, man. You know what I mean? That's what? 3 and 4, 7, 27-year-old. Oh.
Yeah. Again, it's makes me wonder, because I must have been watching this maybe after it came out on videotape. Know what I mean? Which means my younger brother would have been what 3 or something.
Aye,
so
they used to have a big box there. You see, it was under your own television, and it was on the strongest made cabinet you could ever imagine. And we had a big rectangle thing that you put into said box, and played your movie film there. You know,
aye.
Took about 5 days to rewind the bastard, but that was great.
And I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Some of yous out there, you don't know how good you've fucking got it. Having to No, it was worse. If you took out your VHS there and you put it in the videotape there, and the credits were still rolling, the dirty bastard before you hadn't rewound it.
I know, pricks, man. But I remember taking the videos back to Azad or Blockbuster. I wasn't a member of Blockbuster, it was Azad Video. And if you hadn't rewound it, you get a charge. If you hadn't rewound your video. Something daft like 25 pence or something, but you've not rewinded your video, it'll be 25 pence, please. Good job, Willis.
You put out, that's fucking daylight robbery.
It cost about £5 in electricity to rewind that, you know?
You should be wearing a mask, you bastard.
Oh, that's one of the best sayings ever, man. How much? Should wearing a fucking mask.
But mate. It's like I says, mate. It's I've got 3 films I go back to, see action films to watch. It's this Broken Arrow that we've already done. and Face Off that we've already done. And it must just have been that. See, that time, just impressionable on my wee young mind.
Aye.
So,
Well, this Face Off and The Rock are considered to be the Nicolas Cage trifecta,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
the
Which I
Holy
can
Trinity.
Holy Trinity. I can totally see that. With regards to scores on the doors, it received a 6.9 on IMDb, which is as good as a 7 for me, right? And then again, Rotten Tomatoes, just a very obscure platform, that Rotten Tomatoes, 58% audience score on that.
Aye, well, what it says, mate, it's like most people ask about this. And don't get me wrong, majority of the time it's guys that they like it. Know what I mean? But I seen this because my auntie had it on videotape. So obviously it was something there for everybody. Know what I mean? But
Aye.
it's don't get me wrong, it is ridiculous, right? It's ridiculous. But all action films really are, if we're being serious about this. Know what I mean?
Aye.
If you go back and think about Die Hard, Bruce Willis dies in the first 5 minutes. Know what I mean? These are supposed to be super terrorists and all this, know what I mean? So it's like just enter the reality of madness and be entertained. Know what I mean?
Exactly. Do you know that used to be a given, didn't it? You didn't used to worry about shit like that, but whereas now, wouldn't happen in real life, you know. Jumped out a window with a
Aye.
rope tied. The rope would have tightened and fucking hoffed him in two. Shut up, mate. Watch your fucking thing.
Aye.
Nominated for 2 Oscars as well, by the way. Best sound and also best score. Never picked any of them up, but I do remember at the time, Leanne Rhymes, how Do I Live Without You? It swept everything musically, man. Absolutely everything. And I think she was only 16 or 17 at the time when she released that song. Great,
Aye.
great score in it.
Aye. It ticks all the boxes score wise, know what I mean? Because it's like when I've made a note of that. There's a lot of tempo guitar music going on. Know what I mean? Like, oh, things are exciting here.
Aye. There is a lot of, it switches to electric very quickly.
Aye. But again, mate, it's just the whole feel of the film. It's again, I'd say it's you know how we've said older films are a product of their time. Con Air is a
Yes.
product of its time.
Aye, definitely, mate. But you're saying that some of the bits are ridiculous. What I will tell you is not ridiculous was the actual aircraft in this movie. So
Welcome to
welcome everybody.
Aviation Watch.
Plane watch. So the actual flying aeroplane, it was flying in this. It was filmed in the air, filmed ground, kitted out, whole shebang. It was actually a C-123 model that was used during the flight scenes in the film and had a series of both military and private owners off screen. In December, actually, the same plane later on, in December 2003, it was sold to All West Freight Incorporated in Delta Junction, Alaska. And on August the 1st, 2010, the C-123 was destroyed. It crashed into a fucking Mount Healy with Denali National Park in Alaska. So it wasn't just destroyed, it was fucking catastrophe. Crashed into a mountain. Which, again, is synonymous with the other main song in this film, Leonard Skinner, mate.
Yep. Sweet Home Alabama. Who I get there will be possibly people that don't know, but they died in a plane crash. So, which in the film leads to one of the best bits for me, plus probably one of the best lines ever. So it's
Aye.
magical.
One of the
Magical.
best lines, but one of the best characters.
Aye.
So there you go. That's this week's Plane Watch. Cha cha cha.
Oh, I'll tell you what, you see the bit where they're fighting in the boneyard, as it's named, where all the junked planes and cars are. You must have lost. You must have had to pause that and went, the fuck is that?
Mate, it was hard because I was in work. I watched half an hour on lunch and then half an hour later on in the day, and when I'd finished, and see when it got to the boneyard, there was just a river of ejaculate, just a hot, frothy river of ejaculate. That's Will Ferrell
Oh,
would
the
say.
velocity.
I tell you, he likens it to the villagers of Pompeii being rained down.
Oh, man.
Oh,
But-
I can't disagree with that shite. It was like a foley up to the film 2012. You know what I mean? Just this hotness, frothiness. Oh, aye, mate, it
Confident
was,
spell.
aye. I think my underwear was found in Orkney. It blew off. Fucking, you guy from Orkney phoned me. Oh, is that Craig Brewston there? Oh, yeah, your pants have just landed. Your name address is in your pants there. That's a nice pair of pants, lad. Can I keep the pants so you want them back? I'll have them back, please, sir. That's my boneyard pants there.
Fucking hell, man.
Oh, fuck.
But, oh dear. Oh dear. But, that's aviation watch. Oh,
brilliant.
fuck's sake, man. But, aye. But we mentioned the cast, mate. The cast is superb. Like,
So good.
although it could have been very different from what I read on the internet, but
Oh, do tell. I never read this bit.
oh well, right, well, there's a couple of characters that could have been very different, right? So we mentioned Nicolas Cage, right? How this is whole Trinity, but and this one was this is kind of on the nose for me, right? But so we had Schwarzenegger, right? He was considered for the role. We had Keanu Reeves, Patrick
Yeah.
Swayze, and Bruce Willis.
See the big two in that? I mean, big action two, Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger. No,
Aye,
no, but
because see
you
when I was
definitely
just
see Keanu.
aye, see when I was looking at Hingme's outfit, but Nicolas Cage's outfit, I'm like, is Bruce Willis only get white vests? Oh,
Aye.
but oh mate, I would have paid good money to watch Arnold Schwarzenegger try and do the accent that Nicolas Cage has got. That would have been so good, man. But break out the China. Oh,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
you're my hummingbird. Oh,
There's
fuck.
only two people I trust in this world. One of them is me. The other's not you. Get out of here. Oh,
Oh,
no.
oh man.
Did I say that fucking Nicolas Cage actually went to Alabama for a holiday to learn the
Oh,
accent?
I read that and all, and it's just the fact that you ridicule it, know what I mean? And I'm like that. If he's white, he thought like that.
Aye. I mean,
Oh,
sorry, Nick. I think you're great in that. Me and Chris have done a few of your films and we fucking like you a big much, but Tom Hanks has beat you on that accent, I'll tell you.
again, the Larkin role that obviously John Cusack was in. Robert Downey Jr. was considered, Charlie Sheen,
Oh,
and Matthew Broderick.
aye, I can see them all. I can also see filming getting delayed to fucking keep up with Charlie Sheen pumping everything, but I mean, where's Charlie? Charlie!
The Cyrus character, obviously John Malkovich, Mickey Rourke, Willem Dafoe, Jason Isaacs.
Fuck's sake.
Aye.
See, I always think that Mickey Rourke as a protagonist is a totally different film and anything he ever does. Know what I mean?
Aye.
He's a bad bastard back in the day, so he was.
Right. And finally, Garland Green. It was almost Tim Roth.
Aye.
So it could have been a very different looking movie, this. You know what I mean?
Certainly could have. Aye, certainly could have. Obviously, as always, we're glad we got what we're used to. But it's always interesting to put other people in roles. That'd be quite funny,
Aye.
actually. Some of them.
Aye. Oh, the one that definitely would have worked for me is Robert Downey Jr. as Larkin.
Aye.
Because that would have, it seems right on point for him, know what I mean?
Definitely. I wonder if it was approached, but it was just about to get into the priority at the time. You know what I mean?
Aye. Know what I mean? Aye. But aye, very different film. But like you say, mate, because like obviously I like Steve Buscemi, right? And I think it might be because of this film. Because obviously I like him in Reservoir Dogs and all that stuff, but I think this might have been the one like I think I like you, Stevie. I think I like you.
I
I
get
like
that.
the cut of your jib.
I would say it's a big toss up between this and Armageddon. Because when he goes off his nut on
Aye.
the laser, no, that stop humping the laser.
Aye. That's that's what I was going to say, mate. I think because that came out kind of close to this and all, didn't it?
Aye, kind of before half it, a year or two. Aye,
So it's like I think this just kind of solidified, like, because see, really, when you think about it, like Steve Buscemi, he's like, he's no like up there, know what I mean? But everybody seems to like him. Know what I
aye.
mean? It's
He's not up there, but he's always there.
aye,
He's. I'm going to bring this back for Steve Buscemi. I'm going to bring it back this episode and say the man has got a fucking vast body of work behind him. See the voiceover work as well.
aye. Oh,
He
everywhere,
must.
man.
We've done Boss Baby, and there's another fucking 10 things that
Aye.
you're
Monsters Inc.
watching.
Know
Oh, aye,
that.
brilliant. Mad Randall.
But aye, superb, man. But aye, see all the characters they've done in this and all, mate. I think all the characters are superb. Now that just the pure character building, like, because I think one of the good scenes in it is see when they're rhyming off all the names going up this plane, and it's like, eh, Billy Bedlam, fucking found his girlfriend cheating, drove to her mum and dad's house and killed all of them, left her alive. You know what I mean? It was just
I was strangely fucking proud of that, man. I'm impressed with you, son. Because if you kill her and you kill him, hardly worth it, is it? They're not going to get the brunt of the joke there, are they? They're not going to feel the gravitas of how they've made you feel. So, aye, son, drive to 2 towns over to Mon Pause. And by the way, see if the brothers and sisters are in, get him fucking done it or not.
aye, he went full Amityville horror. Know what I mean? But I think just see the way they built up all the characters and all the characters in this, they're just superb, man. Even although Danny Trejo just being a mad rapist, know what I mean? I was like, ugh, ugh,
Oh,
ugh, brother, ugh.
I know, a lot of time for him, but
Aye, but obviously
that's
the one,
funnily.
aye,
I was going to you rhymed that whole sequence as it's like a baddie roll call in it
aye,
when they're watching
aye,
them
it's
and
like,
they're coming off.
aye, it's like hang me, it's like when they the Suicide Squad, know what I mean? It was like akin to that, know what I mean?
Aye.
He's aye,
I
abandoned
actually
by
wrote
a
that down
child.
as one of my favourite bits in the film was that roll, the baddie roll call I called it.
Aye.
Aye. What about you, mate? But he's a couple of your favourite
Oh, favourite
Fav-
scenes there. Well, it's because it what doesn't happen, and I think it just leaves it in your mind. Is when Garland is sitting with a wee lassie. Know what I mean? And it's like you're just, oh no, is he gonna you know what I mean? Is he gonna kill this poor lassie? And it's just like again Steve Buscemi's just sitting there when he's talking to her, know what I mean? It's like it's like you're going, is he thinking about it? Know what I mean? Is he not thinking about it? And then they start singing a song, he's got the whole world in his hands and all that, and you're going, this is distressing, this.
Aye,
Know what I
it
mean?
is. It plays on you because all you know is that he's fucking murdered 30 people. He mentions that they're girls. And then he mentions wearing one of their heads as a fucking hat, doesn't he? But does he give an age to the girls?
Aye.
But as soon as he walks up to her and he's got that amazement, I wrote it down a bit, but I wrote down Garland and the boggin wee lassie.
Aye, mate, aye. She's out there living like the desert people, know what I mean?
Aye, she
The sand
fucking
people.
rearing herself.
Aye, know what I mean? Not a soul to be seen. Just makes me think I know. Was that in his head? Know what I mean? Because it's
Aye, but there's physical evidence later in the film that suggests, well, maybe she was, maybe the evidence wasn't.
aye. It's a good scene, man. Because obviously, like you said, he's a mass murderer. Know what I mean? He gets taken in like Hannibal Lecter. Know what I mean? And
Aye,
he's sitting with this wee lassie, and the way he's staring at her and all that and all, like it was just it was what Disney on screen that I think makes the scene sort of thing. So it was good, man.
aye. Aye, because obviously, spoiler alert, it doesn't dating to the wee lassie, but it's almost as if her innocence and her fucking just niceness just kind of amazes him and cures him, innit? He doesn't see
Aye.
any bad in her or any reason to do anything to her. That's a whole bigger question that probably you're not even asked to think about in this movie, but it's definitely there if you
Aye.
choose to look for it.
Aye. Aye, because you're seeing the levels of his madness and all. Know what I mean?
Aye,
Because I think he goes there and he sees her and he's go to and he said that he's going to do her in. And then I think it's like the innocence of the Wayne asking these questions that I don't think any other psychologist would have kind of asked. Like,
aye,
was the saying from the mouth of babes? Know what I mean?
that's it,
So,
mate.
and then for
See,
there to singing that hymn. Know what I mean? It was just, oh,
aye.
you're all different kinds of fucking spoiled you, son.
Like you say, he comes out like Hannibal Lecter. You would actually be forgiven for thinking that the guy's a metahuman and he's got powers. The way he is kept at arm's length and shackled up, the big metal rods to keep him away and all that, even though he's bound and gagged and all that. Like, what else can he do? Fucking mental.
Aye, but um, another one of my favourite scenes, and it's just because again Garland see the part of it. It's obviously they've escaped the boneyard, right? Lerner Airport or whatever it was, Lerner Runway, and they're all on this plane, and they're all boozing and dancing to Sweet Home Alabama. Know what I mean? And he's sitting there just staring at them like, as it says, define irony.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of idiots dancing to a song made famous by a band that died in a plane crash. Know what I mean? And it was just, it's
They two
just
are looking at
fucking
him
superb, man.
and they're kind of thinking, you can see they're looking at him as if to say, what the fuck you talk about? And then at the end, they're looking, you're right, mate. Because when he turns around and makes contact after saying everything, he just has a wee
Aye,
smile at Poe. Poe's like, fucking,
aye,
that's right. That. It's great,
aye,
mate.
aye. But what about yourself, mate? What about yourself?
Aye, there's loads in there, absolute loads. Let me get a couple here. we've already talked about the prisoner roll call. Pure class, man. Even the Dave Chappelle, when he starts freaking regurgitating the lighter fluid in the match, Poe's looking at him with the big fucking, what you doing? Eyes. And then he turns around and he says, "Hey, Chief, I hope you make it through this. And if you do, I'm sorry," and all that. And she's, "What are you talking about?" Fucking sets him on fire. And then he's walking away, shackled. "Oh, guy just exploded. Spontaneously combust, man." That's quite funny. The whole lunar airfield bit is for landing to take off is fucking great. Absolutely great. I know we made a laugh about it being an aeroplane graveyard and me getting my rocks off, but it looked brilliant. It was set up brilliant. The explosions were brilliant. The plane action was brilliant. The only unbelievable thing about the whole scenario is a tractor and 10 guys being able to pull a fucking jumbo jet out the sand, you know what I mean? But who gives a fuck, man? It's funny, it's filled with action. It's like military precision. The military are coming in, but the prisoners all day the range jobs and all get with the gas canisters, man. Fucking find your positions. They're going to come through here, cause a bottleneck. Oh, brilliant.
It's superb, man. Action packed 90s action, big explosions, slow motion running, everything, man. It was brilliant, man. Because that was another one I wrote down and just didn't mention, but it's big shootout. Super, and again, shows you the smartness of the Cyrus character, know what I mean? Because for me, he's one of the best baddies in films. Know what I mean? There's good ones out there, but I think he's one of the best baddies in films. Know what I mean? Because he's like, obviously,
he wasn't
he's like a
very
learned
happy.
gentleman. You know what I mean?
John Malkovich is a class. He's just brilliant. He's one of the few American actors that done the stage and all that as well. Know what I mean? He can turn his hands to any role, anything. He can. I've never seen. In fact, I have seen, right, but it's very few and far between you get an actor like John Malkovich or an actress who can be Hamlet one week, right, for talking sake, in the Rose Bowl fucking amphitheatre in New York, and then the next week it can be making John Malkovich. You know what I mean? That film just taking the absolute fucking piss out his own psyche. Just great.
Mate. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Get a lot of time for John Malkovich. And one of the first things I actually seen him in, mate, Mice and Men.
Oh,
that was a hard wank. That
Qualities. He's good. But as you're saying there, for him to be one of your best bad guys in movies, where actually on set it was raging, wasn't it? Because I said during production the script was being rewritten virtually every day, and he had no idea how his character was going to turn it.
Yep. Because it's a thing that him and John Cusack, both of them didn't like this film.
No.
They pan it, really. Know what I mean? But it was like a means to an end sort of thing. So, but for what it's worth, I think John Malkovich is one of the best things in it. Know what I mean? One of the best baddies in cinema, in my opinion, anyway.
Aye, definitely. By the way, I know you're not his biggest fan. I think John Cusack plays his part great in it, I know. He does. He finds a good in Cameron Poe. Again, at the lunar airfield is when they finally meet. You know what I mean? Gun face to face. They do the trust dialogue, which is fucking excellent. But again, like you said, John Malkovich has actually went one step further. He said after watching it, he thinks it's a bad movie. Which I don't get. He just says he hated his time spent working on it, so much so that he barely remembers it. Cusack only did it, one, because of the money, and two, to use as leverage in order to make his own indie passion projects. That's a bit sad, isn't it?
That's it, mate. But hey, they didn't make it for them; they made it for us. So simple as that. Get it
Ah,
around you.
I like that was a quite a deep saying there. Used to swig some of your water and shut your eyes after saying that.
Aye. Highland Spring. But deep thoughts with Highland Spring. Yeah.
You're filtered through the drain pipes of fucking dentist. Ah, look at you.
Aye.
You spread it up like a weed under a faucet, eh?
Aye. But mate, see, obviously they don't like the film. It's a ridiculous, fun action film for the 90s.
Aye.
I mean, some would even say it's swell, but no me, no me.
There you go. Paul Bailey, there you go. I hope you've got that there. That's about an hour in. You said it. Bastard said it. Swell. The only thing he's not done is come on here with a gingham shirt and mum's hot apple pie. You know what I mean?
Aye. But as mate, what I've already said, mate, it was a product of its time. Know what I mean? Big explosions, ridiculous patter, ridiculous action. It's 90s. Know what I mean? So much so, you don't get Con Airs now. You don't get Con Air films. Studios don't back them. You don't get Face Off or Con Air
No.
in the current period. Know what I mean?
Aye. And you don't get the baddies saying it twice in the movie either. Say the
Aye.
thing. Thank you for flying with Con Air. Yes.
Aye. That's because like everything new has to be slick, doesn't it? Everything has to be slick and cool and precise. It's just, I mean,
You've got
see, if, like, just talking, say, Big Arnie, what he appear now, like when he did back then, he wouldn't make it. You wouldn't get Commando nor this part. So,
no. I think if Arnie tried to do it today, he would end up in the WWE
aye,
before he got into movies. He'd be like a bodybuilder. Would I do next? Get into wrestling, get your fucking profile up there, then get into movies, play some shit roles, then find your fucking niche like The Rock or fucking John Cena.
aye, aye. But see, as the plot itself goes, mate, again, simple, but pays off
Aye,
big time.
I was going to just took the question right out of my mouth. There's ridiculous aspects if you look at it right, but as a plot goes, with what they've got to work with in that universe in that fucking time, that's great, mate. It's absolutely great, and it always pays off, doesn't it? The only thing,
Aye.
there's only the two flies in the ointment, obviously. One's Poe. However, if he wasn't even on that plane, that Santiago guy was double crossing them all anyway, and probably leaving them in the fucking lurch. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. Aye, it's so because even then, I know see how it's like it's not even like the perfect
Santino,
plot
sorry,
either.
Santino.
Aye, it's not even like the perfect plot either because it's forever like adapting. Know what I mean? Because like obviously when they Poe sticks them in the first time with a guard, you know what I mean? They need to hurry up and change their plans because I don't think they get to refuel the plane right and all that. Know what I mean? And then when they get there, they think they've got all this time to do what they want. You know what I mean? They're going to this wee desert island somewhere to live together, and then they end up in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? It's forever adapting, forever changing.
Like you say, mate, that lends to Malcovich, Cyrus, his character again, because the circumstances are changing and he has to think on his feet. He instantly becomes a leader and a tactician, and it's with cool, cold, calm calculation, you know what I mean? Calculation, sorry, it's great.
Aye.
Absolutely great. I like, even though he turns up a wee bit later in the film, I like Big Swamp Thing, man. Violet. He's a bit
He's got the
nuts.
patter.
Yeah, he's got the patter. He's in Lost as well. I like him in Lost, but and this he's got the fucking the Nam helmet on, flying the plane, and there's shit shit happening. He's like, gonna find the
Aye.
runway? No, I'm gonna find the fucking main road.
That's
All right,
it.
mate.
You've got to think, what's he fucking done? Know what I mean? That he's a baddie. But man, it's just the other bit I know. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help but laugh. Obviously, baby, Poe's pal. When it comes out in the wash and they've got a
Bubba.
traitor and he gets shot, right? Bubba. He goes full Bubba again. See when he's lying there and he's going, "Oh no, my pal," and he goes, "I'm gonna bleed." I just go right back to that Vietnam bit.
No, looking so good, sir. They call each other son for a time. It's a bit fucking awkward, but it's quite funny.
Oh mate, I know. Look, it's just mate, I couldn't stop laughing, mate. It took me right back to that bit in Forrest Gump. See Vietnam. Why'd this happen, Forrest?
I gotta go get Bubba.
Oh
Me.
mate, but
He's still he's a good actor. That guy, you know what I mean? He's usually a cop. He's been a cop in a lot of things, so he has.
I'm gonna say that. I remember one. He was a particularly serious cop. Know what I mean? But can't remember what it is. It's just popped in my up.
Sounds like a B movie. Serious cop. A special mention for me, mate. All this cast and all that. The character Colm Meany plays, I think, is funny. Very, very funny.
Aye.
He's an irate little bastard. And he calls people little pricks and all that. Do you know what I mean? And he wants to get the shades on and start rat-a-tat-tatting. You know what I mean? I think he's great.
Aye. I mean, I like him in every film he's in, man. He's just, he usually plays a no nonsense character. Know what I mean, it's just, but you're right seeing this. There has to be for a lack of a saying, there has to be a yin to the John Cusack's character, Yang. Know what I mean? Like he's like, well, the guy's wearing sandals for a start. Know what I mean? So he's like peace and love, and we need to look after this people, and he's like an old like traditional way of thinking. They're
He believes in
animals.
rehabilitation and all that. And comedies like that. Shoot it down. What? Shoot it down? I've got guards and all that on there. They signed up for it. Don't worry. Non-terrorist clause. Fuck them. Get it done.
See that? They signed the dotted line. Fuck them.
Aye. They do what they're in for.
Aye. Send flowers to the widows. But aye, superb man. See, I completely forgot about it, but I know. See where his motor is flying behind the plane and pose like that. Any other day, that seems strange.
Aye. I actually think about Poe's Alabama accent. I've I promise I've seen films and programs where Alabama people get excited and angry and all that stuff. But Poe just is stoned out his nut with this accent.
Aye.
Like you say, that's fucking hilarious, man. On any
Aye,
other day, that would appear unnormal.
Wait, oh, right. Oh, like favourite lines, right? I need to say this. Always makes me laugh. Still makes me laugh. Was fucking howling again last night watching it. See when Diamond Dog goes at yeehaw, cowboy. And he's like, what you think about it? And he goes, oh yeah, what was I thinking? Oh, that's right. Yeehaw. Fucking brilliant, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. Fucking that's class, isn't it? I've got another couple of crackers down here as well. I'm not going to say the thing me ones just yet. I've got a couple down the bottom here that I picked up on later in the movie. Hold on, I get them. Like Johnny 23. You know what I am? Ugly all day. You even see Johnny Trio like that. Who? That was a bit shite.
Stream, like, obviously, the Garland Green one, like, the fine irony, right? That's like the main one for me. But see all the rest of them, all the rest of them are just funny. Like, to me, like, the old guy under the truck. Paul goes, yeah, do you know what any needles are? And he goes, oh no, son. So end you.
She listened to us two talking. It's like fucking, you're waiting on the next line being, it's good to have land. I do declare, I need some lemonade.
It's fucking,
But I,
oh, I can't get back. I always hark back to that bit at the start, to when he's reading out the letters. Dear Casey, I hope this finds you. Still going through the first grade.
Dear Daddy, today is July 14th. My birthday is July 14th. I am going to meet you for the first time on July 14th. Dear Casey, get to your fucking bed. Listen to your mama. How can you write at a 9-year-old level when you are clearly 6?
Break out the fine china. Chill the lemonade. Daddy's coming home.
Dear Hummingbird.
Oh, fucking hell,
Give
man.
little, dear Hummingbird. Give Casey a nip of whiskey as to put her out of the game, and you leave that door open as well as your legs, because Daddy coming home.
Oh, what are you doing? I'm gonna save the motherfucking day.
That's great, isn't it? Brilliant line. Because he says it in the moment as if who the fuck else is going to do it, you know what I mean?
Aye. Oh,
You're not
mate.
going to do it, Larkin. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's just, aye, mate. There's he's got good lines, mate, in it, but the accent, it's just gets me. Because I always wondered that. Why are you talking like that? Because look, his wife hasn't got that pure twang. Know what I mean?
No.
So and I'm like, this had to have been specific for some reason. But
Aye. Cyrus has got some
but
fucking cracking dialogue in this,
aye.
I know, man. Obviously, when he's talking to Johnny, 23, and he just says, I despise rapists. For me, you're somewhere between a cockroach and that white stuff that accumulates at the corner of your mouth when you're really, really thirsty. But in your case, I'll make an exception.
Aye. Mate, again, the one for me that I wrote for Cyrus, and it's obviously it's near the end, the big crescendo sort of thing. He's reading out wee Casey's letter. My dad comes home July 14th. It's my birthday, July 14th. And then he just holds up the wee rabbit and he goes, make a move and the rabbit gets it. It's just, you're a bad man, but I like you.
Aye, you are so clever and intelligent. Just a wee smidge of nut job in there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or when he's on the phone to Malloy, which is called Meany's character, and he's just winding him up. Oh, nothing made me sadder than the agent lost his bladder on the airplane. I'll fucking kill you, you little shit. Because I'm his nut.
I don't like him. He doesn't speak again. But, oh, mate. Just so, mate. Obviously, Dave Chappelle was in this, right? It still surprises me that he was in it, right? But he got to ad lib a lot of his lines in it, right? But see the one for me, it's like before they go into the plane, and the wee guard says to him, "Oh boy, your breath smells like shit." He goes like, "He told me he loved me." So
I wrote that. I wrote
funny,
that down
man.
and all, mate. Fucking
Uh,
Garland. Obviously, he's got the what do you call it? Sweet Home Alabama. Kind of fucking revelation that everybody loves. He's sitting again with Poe and Bubba Gump Shrimp, and is Billy into it? Billy has a wee rant, and he just looks at him and goes, "He's a fan of misplaced rage. Name your cliche. Mother held him too much or not enough. Let's pick the kickball, late night, sneaky uncle, whatever. Now he's so angry, moments of levity actually cause him pain, gives him headaches. Happiness for that gentleman hurts."
Aye.
Fuck's wrong with you?
I say a lot of things. No, that's what it is. I've just remembered what it is. Every time Nicolas Cage opens his mouth, I think of the wee woman in Poltergeist. That's what it is. This plane is clean.
She's a scary bitch, man. She's one of the scariest things from my childhood. That fucking film is one of the scariest things from my childhood. I've not watched that film from my childhood, actually. Do you know that? I need to put myself through that in adulthood, actually. I still didn't, because it's one of the few things I can remember as clear as fucking day, is about 7 things out of that film. The clown, the wee woman, the tree, taking the cunt out the window, the telly. Know what I mean? Oh. They're
Aye.
here. Who the fuck's here? Get it. I tell
Fuck
you.
off, you spooky bitch.
Aye. You went off cunts are fear of clowns, by the way.
Aye. Isn't that, mate? See the second one? The second one of that with the wee creepy guy. He fucking creeped me right out. I think he's got the same accent. Watch out. Dad is coming home.
It's that wee guy that died recently, an actor, can't remember his name. And he's like a wee camp, white-haired Alabama guy, and he was in all the American Horror Stories.
Aye.
The demons have been exorcised, my child. I'd love to just go there, actually. Get some lemonade on somebody's porch.
Aye.
And declare stuff. Oh, well, I do declare there is the sunshine coming up now. I do declare I see a car coming up the road there, child.
Oh, superb, man. I'll be your huckleberry.
By the way, talk of remaking it, rebooting it.
I know, mate. It's everything. It just fucking annoys me. Just
Should
leave
be
it alone.
Let alone. Because the big
Yes.
thing, when something I was listening to last week was who's going to play the Doc Holliday part. And at that, I switched it off before them they fucking suggested it.
Yeah.
No.
Aye. It's not right, man. It's not right. But a thing I noticed last night, right? And I didn't really take notice before. Cyrus just won't die. He gets crashed through like a walkway, flies through that, lands on like pylon wires, then has to have his head crushed. Like he's like Michael Myers. He just won't die.
Aye. I was waiting on him just doing the Thanos thing. Should have went for the head. Aye, as a comedy editor, you're right. I didn't really notice it till last night either. Because, I mean, he's fucking shackled to a solid metal extension ladder. Put through a pedestrian fucking sky bridge made of metal and concrete and glass. Landing on 500,000 fucking volts of electricity and getting a right good fucking go at it before it couldn't break through him. And then a fall.
Aye.
And then, as you say, mate, we better just get that pile driver. Put his head fucking 40 feet below the deck here.
Aye. He's just lying there like that. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Aye. And you just see the wee fit going.
Aye. Oh, mate, but aye.
Do you know what else I noticed last night for the first time ever? Ving Rhamez shouts Allah Akbar.
Aye. I thought that last night and all. It's it's the old thing, mate. It's like, I think it's probably a play on the old Muslim Brotherhood thing, isn't it? But Ving Rhamez can shout what he wants. Ving Rhamez is the fucking man. He's a
Yeah.
fucking
You be gone. You stay gone, or you be gone.
he's the best thing in fucking Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead or Day of the Dead or whatever one it is.
So good that film, innit?
Aye.
So good.
But
wonder if it's on any of our lists.
but aye. Talking about crashing through things, right? I read this last night and I'm so glad it didn't happen. I'm so glad it didn't happen. The original ending to this film was to have the plane crash into the White House.
Aye, that's just whoever said fucking shut up. I want to shake their hand.
I think somebody's in the room like that. Shall we out 90s the 90s? Like, what?
How can Poe get proper absolution? Who would be able to just say there and then on the ground when the shit's all hit the fan and everything's hunky dory? Who could just say, "Son, you're a free man"? President is saying that. President going to be in Vegas? No, he's not going to be in Vegas. So what we got to do? Fuck off, man.
Just that. Sorry, Mr. President, about your home. I just couldn't leave a man behind. Oh.
If you get me a paintbrush and a roller and a tray, I will start in the morning.
Oh. Casey, pardon me, the president.
No, Casey, we're going to have to decorate this White House with baked goods. Fetch me a tray of scones.
Hand your father a biscuit.
There you go, see?
But
it's full circle. That's what you call full circle, folks. That's what comedians are good at.
Full circle. Aye. But aye, big Nick Cage, man. He must have been at the peak of his powers, man. This coming out, I think, like a month apart for Face Off. His face just must have been fucking everywhere.
Aye, and it was, I looked it up, it was 33 at the time of making this. Good age, that. I think good age, that. But you 31?
Aye.
See, you're no peak chip, mate. Still get time.
Aye.
You still get time for the Holy Trilogy.
Yes.
Whatever yours may be.
It's hopping on one foot while whistling and scrubbing my back.
Oh, don't know why. I was thinking you hopping on one foot and then the Gandalf and Saruman. La 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 la. I seen that again yesterday, man. It always fucking gets me.
But we've mentioned all the characters, mate, right? Who is your favourite character? If not favourite characters?
I'm going to go with the obvious and just get to Campo. Campo is toss it. You can make a case for them all, mate. Everyone we've mentioned. You know what I mean? Cyrus, Cameron, even Larkin, Malloy is a very up there for me because I think he's just comedic and it's great.
Plays his part perfectly.
And not to forget little Cassie, who done some tremendous acting with the cuddles at the end.
Oh, brilliant.
It's the only time I'm more getting shirty with her. You take that gift off your daddy now. I'll fucking rim
See what
job
you
you little shit.
You like
I can tell, man. Who's your favourite?
Oh well, it's between Garland and Cyrus, but I'll get you Cyrus because you know how I like my bad guys, mate, and the fact that he's up there, you can't whack it. Know what I mean? It's
And like you always say,
cool,
mate,
calculated.
once again,
No.
you always say he's not a bad guy you need any kind of fucking relationship with. You don't need to feel for the guy. He's just a fucking nutcase, isn't he?
Aye. He's a bad man. He's just aye. Bad people exist for no reason. Know what I mean? I think what is it they say in it? He's like 33 or something, and he spent 25 of the years in institutions. So you don't get he was abused or he had it hard growing up. He's a bastard. He's a badgin. Know what I mean?
His daddy was a drinker and beat on him and put cigarettes out on his balls. Don't care, mate. Guy's a fucking maniac. No excuse for that.
Aye. You know what I mean? It's like I don't get this. It's like see when they're doing the bad guy now. Oh, you need to sympathise with the bad guy a wee bit. No, because see, come the end of the film, you need to go like that. Yes, the fucking bad guy got done in. Know what I mean? No, there's like some films, you go, if only, if only they'd learned to cycle. Know what I mean? Stuff off.
I was a game of I was one game of catch with my father away from being a model fucking citizen. You know what I mean? But my daddy never got me a catcher's mitt. Instead,
Oh mate.
he climbed on top of me.
No.
No, no going there,
No.
no going there. Shut up, Craig. Oh, so anything else you really want to say about the movie,
No,
my
mate,
man?
it's just because I did hear like see years ago that they were going to do a sequel to this, but
Get to
again,
fuck.
just leave it. Leave it. Know what I mean? It's perfect. You don't need to make everything a franchise.
No, and no everything you release has to be number one of a trilogy either. This is happening far too fucking much now. It's as even as if they're trying to make movies a streaming platform. You're not just got to see the one movie. Oh no, 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 no. There'll be another
Aye.
two coming, and another five coming.
Yep.
Oh, fuck off, man.
Aye. That's aye. No. Perfect 90s action film for me, mate. And I'm I'm I guessing like yourself, you'll be watching this a lot more in the future and all. Know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Because this is probably one of the films that goes on at least once a year for me. Know what I mean?
Aye,
So
that's great. It's great. It's no, although you said it is a film very much a product of its time, it, still a bit timeless and it's held up and it's no out of date by any means. And today, it was great. Absolutely great. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. I hadn't seen it in a wee while and I'll watch it again. What will you be giving it out of
I'll be
10
giving it
pilots' hats?
I'll be giving it a solid 8. Solid 8. It's thoroughly enjoy it. The patter still stands up. The action. Know what I mean? They could have went that dodgy way with the CGI, but that's not there. So aye. And it's an ensemble cast, know what I mean? And everybody plays a part in it. No like I know people like Suicide Squad, but Suicide Squad didn't really date for me. So
Second one, Gunman.
pay for them, mate.
The first one was utter shite.
Aye.
Gunman was 10 times better. But that's another movie for another day, mate. But this one, an 8, is exactly the same from me. It's an 8 as well, for the exact same reasons as you, mate. You know what I mean? Don't need to say any more than that, to be fucking perfectly honest with you.
No, definitely not. But aye, like I says, thoroughly enjoy it. I will watch it again. Probably keep watching it until it's like, unsociably acceptable. But even then, I'll be watching it. Because the way it's
So you're
going, mate, I think I'm going to start an underground fucking film club. That we can go back and watch the old films and old comedies and not be judged.
let me tell you a thing. Right? In my early mid-20s, I used to be a bouncer or a steward, door steward, right? Done pubs in the town, yada yada yada. One of the pubs I did was the Iron Horse, right? And once a month, and it was a Friday or a Saturday night, once a month, they used to rent out the bottom floor of the function suite in it. And it was the Buffy, the Vampire Slayer fan club, Glasgow fan club. And they used to just rent that out for 4 hours, get down, get a bevy and get something to eat and just watch Buffy, man. And I always remember down the door and thinking, that's fucking class, that. You know what I mean? Maybe I'd pick something other than Buffy. But
Aye.
just you saying that there, mate. 90s Fight Club.
Aye.
What's the first rule about 90s Movie Club? Do not talk about 90s Movie Club. Keep on to something there, son.
Aye. Oh. But aye, I did have next week's film chosen.
Oh, did have, which means
Yes.
you don't have.
No, but it means that this, and it could be a knee-jerk reaction, but I think we're going to go with it because I can't remember what last time we kind of done one of these kind of films.
All
And
right.
since she says you've not watched it in your adultery, I think we might be doing Poltergeist.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Oh, son.
Oh, I'll need to have people in. I'll need to have a house full that day. Or the lights on.
Aye, I think Poltergeist wins it, mate. Because we were going to be doing Blade, but I just decided, Poltergeist. So I can't remember last time we kind of done a horror. So
No. No, near can I. But I no, listen, that's good. That's good. That can't wait to do that. Oh Jesus, mommy, daddy. Aye, good. We'll do that, mate. That'll be smashing. Probably it'll be next Friday. What I think me.
yes,
So
possibly years.
yes, I'll put it in the diary when it's been confirmed, as I always do for you to confirm with me. We'll touch base, do lunch, have our people and representatives, converse.
Have our people meet.
We'll have a power lunch, a fucking power lunch. But ladies and gentlemen, listen, thanks very much for listening, tuning in, liking and sharing. As we always say, man, send it to somebody you like, send it to somebody you fucking don't like. I don't care who you send it to. Just do it. We've got a hardcore few, not a few, a hardcore avid listeners, people that never fail us. If you can do one thing for us this week, guys, just share this episode with three fucking randoms, don't even know who we are. Don't even know who we are. Don't even know that they can find us in the cheese knife. You know that knife in your drawers that you fucking never use? It's got a wee curly bit at the end of it, and it says cheese cut out on the knife. In there, they don't know we're in there. We're in fucking that knife, right? Just send them randoms. If you can do that for us, that would be much appreciated. They might listen to us, they might know. I do care, but I don't care. Know what I mean? Before we go, again, shout outs and mentions to our hardcore crew, which are Diabolical, Wreckfast, and the boys at Seismic Cinema / Seismic Soccer. They're taking a wee week off this week, which they never cleared with me, which is fucking annoying because I no get my seismic fix this week. A wee shower of shites at ya. But what you up to, mate, for the rest of the day? Any plans?
I don't know, mate, because the weather's kind of put paid to any kind of plans. Know what I mean?
The clouds getting together.
I don't know. They're together here. I mean, if I turn off this wee fucking lamp thing, I'm in darkness and we're what? Midday practically. Know what I mean?
I've got the big light on.
Oh, the big light. But I don't know, mate. Like I says, possibly tomorrow could be a day for the cinema. Know what I mean? So that could be the plan.
Nice
But
one. Nice
as far as
spoilers
the
if
day
you
has
do
went,
go,
aye.
because I'm going Sunday.
So
Definitely this time.
Yep. Aye. But I think it could just be a bit of a lazy day because the weather's kind of decided it. Know what I mean? I was supposed to get a month's worth of rain in one day or something. So
we don't get that yesterday. We'll get 2 months in fucking one day yesterday. I was driving home last night, and I swear to God, Canary Erskine Bridge, I hit this body of water that was blinded to me because it was so dull, and it was as if somebody just flung a bucket out the front of my motor. I couldn't see fuck all. That's the kind of shitey weather we've had this year. Glasgow in Scotland is wet and rainy, aye, but we're nearly halfway through the year, and I've never known it to be as wet as this, man.
Aye. But aye. So there you go, mate. We live in Scotland, it rains all the time, and we went, oh, it's fucking raining.
Aye, I know. Jesus. Oh, spoiler alert. So thank you so much for listening to the episode, everybody. Once again, if you enjoyed it, please consider sending it to someone else who might like it. Word of mouth is how we grow, and your support means the absolute world to us, the absolute planet to us, you know? You are our ozone.
Yes. Go. Aye, cheers. It's gonna go on a fucking Englishman rant now. But no.
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 All right,
No. I need to contain the madness. There's too much of getting out recently.
That's just true. Right, folks, thanks again. Cheery bye for me.
Cheery bye for me.